Hi, do you like rags to riches stories? Then you're going to love this one. This one comes with a practical application at the end that you can apply to your own finances and create your very own rags to riches story. The story is called 100,000 Bums and Their Miracle of Wealth. 100,000 bums stood in a line that led to a man sitting at a table out in front of a new food kitchen at the edge of town. He was selling lifetime memberships that would allow each member to receive food for the rest of their life. He posted a cardboard sign that read, $30 for life. And as the line proceeded to form one bum after another, it soon filled up the sidewalk all the way down the street. And as the bums got close enough to see the sign, they would each read it and begin to get excited beyond words. Had they all just died and gone to heaven? No, that couldn't be it. By the looks of things, they were still very much on the earth. The street was obviously asphalt, not gold as clear as crystal. But if this was true, that they could really buy a lifetime supply of food from the kitchen for only $30 that they borrowed from society, then their hunger problems would be over for good. It would truly be a cause worthy of their sacrifice. So there they all stand, waiting as the line moves forward ever so slowly, or so it seems. And each one, as soon as they reach the table, eagerly reach into their pocket in order to hand over the $30 payment in exchange for a note that says, "Thank you, one gift of $30 received." Then they would each move over to another line where they waited again for an entrance into the kitchen for the first time to receive their first of an endless supply of meals. And as they were waiting in this second line, a messenger approached one of them with a sealed envelope and hands it over to him. The man to whom it is addressed opens the envelope and reads a note which says, "Here is $2 for you. Thank you for your influence. There were two others in line behind you that came because of you." The man at first just stared at the money and then read the note again, and he mumbled to himself, "What did I do? I didn't know anyone was watching. All I did was get in line with my $30 gift for a lifetime supply of food." Well, he may be a bum, but he's not stupid. And he's not one to throw away money. So he stuffs the $2 in his pocket and moves forward in the line. Then after a while, the man is approached again by another messenger with another envelope. This time it has $4 in it, along with a note that says, "Here is $4 for you. The two people that you influenced also influenced two others. And this $4 is your share of the $30 gifts from each of these four beautiful souls who also gave to our kitchen. We are here for you, and we desire to serve everyone who comes. So thank you." Well, upon reading this second note and seeing the $6 that he somehow received since he first entered this second line, he is noticing that messengers are moving forward and backward all along the line, both in front of him and behind him, constantly approaching those who are in the line, and each time with notes of gratitude to the individuals to whom the notes are addressed. This is a phenomenon that is so unique and different from anything he'd ever seen before. What is going on here? And how is it that this is possible? Is there really going to be any food involved? Or is this some trick? But nevertheless, he stays in line. He is hungry indeed, but oddly not as much as he was when he first got in line. Somehow, the excitement of what is going on in the meantime seemed to overtake him, his hunger, and he just doesn't feel the emptiness in his stomach much anymore. Then he finds himself talking to the man in front of him and also the one behind him about all of this that he is experiencing. He learns that they too have been having the same experiences. but he just didn't notice it before because of his own excitement about his own experience. He just didn't see it till now. But how could he not see it? He did have to admit that from the beginning there has been a lot of activity around this event that he could not possibly monitor it all. So here he is, standing in line, when he is approached a third time by another messenger. And this time, the note reads, "Here is $8 for you. The 2 souls that you influenced each influenced 2 of their own, and those 4 did the same. Thus, this $8 is your share of those 8 new lifetime memberships that resulted because of you. Again, we are here to serve as many as come, so thank you." Well, this truly is different, the man thinks. I don't know what happened, he says to himself, but I believe that all of my prayers have just been answered. Thank you, God. He is still standing in line, obviously getting closer to the front, but his hunger seems to be dissipating more and more, or at least becoming less noticeable. But with nowhere better to go, he stays right there, just counting his money again. First, he received $2, then 4, and now 8. That's a total of $14 that he received since he got in this line. And all he did was purchase a lifetime membership to satisfy his own natural hunger, something that everyone else must have also. He sees that he is almost at the door of the kitchen, and he's getting more excited by the minute. Not only because the food smells so good, but he is having so much fun even out here. Then it happens again. Right before he is to enter the kitchen, he has approached a 4th time, this time with a note that reads, "Here is $16 for you. Thank you for your part in our success. Because of the 2 who you influenced, and each one while coming naturally doing the same, this is the result of your influence. This is the very means of advertising that we have chosen to use, and you have helped us, perhaps more than you know. So thank you again." This seems so surreal. Adding this $16 to the 14 that he previously had gives him a total of $30 now, the very amount that he purchased his own lifetime membership with. He is only just now getting ready to enter the kitchen, and he's already recouped his entire investment. Where did his $30 go? And where did the new $30 come from? It's all just money, but what is the system that is working behind the scene that is making it all flow? While these questions are playing in his mind, he notices that he is finally at the entry of the food kitchen, although the time went by much faster than he thought it would have. It must be because of the action around him, or perhaps the action that he experienced with his own life that made the time just seem insignificant. As he enters the kitchen, he is addressed by a greeter that says to him, "Good day to you. Please be seated in the next available seat, and a waiter will be with you shortly." The man nods at the greeter and smiles, and then promptly finds the first seat available at the edge of the newly formed crowd of other individuals like himself, each anticipating the savory meal that has been prepared on this beautiful and perfect day. And just as he is sitting down, he is approached by yet another messenger with another note. This is starting to get really exciting. He knows he's already received back his $30 investment for something that was invaluable to himself anyway. He receives the envelope with a thank you and promptly opens it to find an additional $32 along with a note that reads, "Thank you for your help in our advertising campaign. Because of your influence on the 2 others who followed you here, and those having the same influence on others after them, and everyone doing the same, this is your part of the revenue that we received from these 32 individuals that wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. So thank you for your part in our success." Well, this is certainly the best day of this man's life. It's as if all of the problems of life have suddenly vanished. and everything is changing simultaneously for him. Not only is the food paid for the rest of his life, but he is getting richer by the minute, without even having to stand on the corner with his cardboard sign that says, "Anything helps, God bless you." In fact, the last cardboard sign that he remembers is the one that he saw earlier in the day that said $30 for life. Ever since he responded to that sign, everything else has changed. Everything. And the change is good. Just then, the waiter comes to him with his meal. This isn't a restaurant, it's a food kitchen. So instead of ordering from a menu, everyone is simply served the same meal. But that doesn't mean that it is without wonderful smells and savory flavors. In fact, the food is absolutely beautiful, even to just look at. There is a third of a pound of roast beef right in the middle of the plate, and all around the beef, other things to complement it. A scoop of mashed potatoes and gravy, a small serving of salad, a piece of rye bread, and even a piece of carrot cake with an orange glazed frosting on it. This has truly been a day to remember, and this man is not one to forget his Maker. So he quietly bows his head and gives thanks to the Father of all creation for this mouth-watering meal in front of him, and then begins to thoroughly enjoy every aspect of this divine encounter of a life just recently made perfect. And just as he is enjoying his first bite, he is approached by another messenger who says to him, "Don't talk, just enjoy your food. This is for you when you get a moment." And he hands him another envelope. But the man can't resist himself. He must open it now. He has every reason in the world to expect this to be another form of good news, the kind that people dream of. He opens the envelope and finds another $64 along with the note that says, "Thank you for your part in our success. Because of the two individuals whom you influenced to join with us, and those two each influencing two, and everyone else doing the same, this is your part of the proceeds that we have received. You have had an important part in our success. So thank you again." By now, this man is really considering all of the incidents of the day and wondering what makes this day so different from every other day. Is this a miracle? Yes, it is a miracle indeed, but it is very real and tangible. He really is enjoying this food, and this money really is in his hand. He really is surrounded by others, much like himself, all having the same experiences. And more bums are coming out of the woodwork, as the expression goes, all the time, and filling up the tables after him. And there is something else that he notices too. Each envelope has been exactly double the previous one. First, it was $2, and then $4, and then $8, and then $16, and then $32, and now $64. There is an exact equation happening here, and he reasons that it must be because he influenced two others. But then everyone else did the same. That must be part of the equation also. And then from every new person joining, he is receiving $1. That is certainly part of this equation too. But it would have to be coming out of the $30 memberships, wouldn't it? Doesn't the food kitchen need the money to buy the food and to prepare it? No business can operate without revenue. How is this even happening? It doesn't make any sense. But that doesn't mean he is going to refuse the money. After all, everyone else is having the same experience. He is at this moment well over what he gave earlier out of his own pocket money. And miracle or not, he is keeping it. With thankfulness, of course. But he does devise a plan. He determines that if he is approached again with another envelope, he is going to ask about it. He is going to find out what's going on. And sure enough, here comes another messenger with another envelope. And he hands it to the man and says, "This is for you." Then the man at the table grabs the envelope and asks the messenger, "Excuse me, what is it? What is all of this? These envelopes have been containing money, and I'm not sure how it is all coming to me. What did I do to deserve it? Not that I'm complaining about it, I'm not. But I would like to know more about it. Do you know anything about it?" Then the messenger replies, "Sure, I would be happy to tell you all about it. The $30 that you gave earlier did not go to the kitchen fund, or at least not all of it. What is happening is that the food kitchen has a membership in a club that revolves around giving cash. It's known as cash gifting. It is the oldest method of wealth generation known to mankind. Instead of selling products or services, it generates wealth through the only means necessary, the movement of money. Both products and services are completely unnecessary for generating wealth. But many folks do not understand that yet. They are clutching to traditional ideas that they learned from society, and that money only comes through hard work and sleepless nights. And there is much suffering in the world because of that kind of thinking. The reality is that the very word economy simply means the movement of money. That's it. Nowhere in that description does it require a product or a service to be involved. Cash gifting lifts off all of the restraints of the movement of money and makes it a free-flowing, cash-generating machine. And the end result is that everyone is blessed for participating. People end up with more money and also more joy. Then, as a result, they have more to work with for all of the things that they want to buy. Do you see now? The man replies, "I think I'm beginning to see. The $30 that I gave earlier was a gift, not a payment. And the same is true of all the other $30 payments, or rather gifts, that come from the others as well. But what about the kitchen? Doesn't the kitchen need money?" "Absolutely," the waiter replies. "The kitchen has a membership in the same cash gifting experience that you are participating in. Would you like to see how much each member ultimately receives by merely influencing two others?" "Why, certainly," the man says with a note of excitement in his voice. "Well, the mathematical genius of this system is based on the biblical example of a 30-fold return on an investment. Even the smallest increment of money, when doubled 30 times, becomes greater in value than what most individuals receive in a lifetime of hard work. Truly, you could start with only a penny, and if you were to double it 30 times, you would have over $10 million. That is the 30-fold return. And that is the same principle at work with this cash gifting experience. The food kitchen purchased or gave a $30 gift to the same cash gifting experience that you did. The $30 gift was dispersed to specific individuals or businesses already in the same experience. This is a natural disbursement of funds from one member to another until the whole $30 reaches its full allocation. With this financial plan, you have a starting point of $1 doubled 30 times, thus the 30. This ultimately yields over $1 billion. While $1 30 times is only $30, doubling it 30 times yields, as I said, over $1 billion. This doubling feature is found in the two that everyone influences. So does that mean that I will become a billionaire by the time this is over? The man asks. It certainly does. And that goes for you and the 100,000 others out there. They are coming to the table as bums, but they will leave as billionaires. This story was written specifically for the cash gifting experience known as Give to Bless. While no website is offered for this organic experience, it holds more potential for everyone who employs it than what most people expect from their giving. Jesus said, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." He did not say this to promote poverty, but rather to promote giving, which is the true source of great abundance. As always, the words of Jesus cut right to the chase. They give you the power to succeed in every aspect of living, even financially. Fundamentals to remember include: economy is the movement of money. A healthy economy is when the money moves freely. The reason behind the movement is something entirely different. While the reason may have life-sustaining value and even moral attachment, its only real purpose is the creation of an economy. The goal is to create a healthy balance in every aspect of life, including our finances. Therefore, whether through gifts or purchases, the members of society should be equipped with more than enough to accomplish all of their desires. Becoming part of a system has tremendous power, and when it involves community, it yields great blessings for all. And something else that was not mentioned previously is the fact of health. Random acts of kindness have a health benefit for all involved: the one doing the act, the one receiving the action done, and all who are able to rejoice along with them. There is great health benefit for random acts of kindness. And giving a cash gift just randomly and freely is an act of kindness that ministers to just about everybody. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you'd like to learn more about Give to Bless and how you can apply that to your finances, you can become involved. And with a single $30 gift, and by inviting two others to the Cash Gifting Club, you will leverage that $30 into a $1 billion return. Now, it's not a return like a normal investment, but since you're investing into people and you're receiving back, it's still a return. And it's the greatest leveraging opportunity known to man. Thank you. God bless you and have a wonderful day. You can reach me at mo.nathan2@gmail.com or by phone at 530-859-0282. I would be happy to help you to get started with this and to make a wonderful difference in your life and the lives of those around you. Bye-bye.